Today we're diving into the brilliant mind of one of the most influential authors of our time, Margaret Atwood, known for her captivating storytelling and profound insights. Atwood has inspired countless writers around the world. In this video, we'll explore Margaret Atwood's top 5 writing tips that can help you elevate your writing game. Whether you're an aspiring novelist or just love the craft of writing, these tips are golden. So let's get started. So the first tip from Margaret is the importance of always having a notebook with you.
I noticed that each of you have a notebook.
Yes.
So tip number 1, get a notebook.
That's good.
Write down things that come into your head that you think you might find useful later.
Ideas are fleeting. They can strike anywhere, anytime. By jotting them down, you capture that initial spark of inspiration before it fades away. This habit ensures you have a reservoir of ideas to draw from when you're ready to write. It's a great way to never get stuck with writer's block. The second tip from Margaret is all about immersing yourself in other books, in literature.
Read a lot and read critically. That is, decide, I like this, I don't like that. Why do I like this? What qualities do I like about it?
Notice how the writer is putting the story together and how they're handling the language of the story. Reading widely will expose you to different styles, genres, voices, but reading critically takes it a step further. Analyze the mechanics behind the stories you love. What makes a character so compelling? How does the plot of this book keep me so engaged, right? By understanding these elements, you can incorporate them into your own writing.
Number 3, pay attention to your posture, because writing is very hard on the keyboarding is hard on the neck and the back. And you don't notice it so much when you're young, but it will catch up to you.
Writing might seem like a purely mental activity, but Margaret reminds us of the physicality and the toll it can take on us, right? So pay attention to your posture, because writing is hard on your neck, for example. You're just sat at your keyboard. It's also tough on your back. And it's hard to write when you're in agonizing pain. So if you're spending long hours hunched over a keyboard, that can lead to discomfort, even chronic pain in some instances. So to sustain your writing practice, make sure you're taking care of your body. Make sure you maintain good posture. Take regular breaks to stretch. And incorporate some physical activity into your writing routine as well. A healthy body is going to support a healthy, creative mind.
If you come to a block and you don't know where to take your story next, there's 2 good things to do. One of them is go for a walk, and the other one is go to sleep.
Margaret also offers practical advice for those moments when the words just won't quite come. If you come to a block and you don't know where to take your story next, then there are 2 good things to do. One of them is to go for a walk, and the other one is to go to sleep. So during the walk or the sleep, the answer may very well come to you. I mean, I love these 2 suggestions from Margaret. Stepping away from your work can give your subconscious mind the space to work through creative problems. Physical activity or rest can lead to breakthroughs that help you push through so that you can achieve your goals.
But the 5th one is don't be afraid to throw things out. And by the way, when you're writing, nobody's seeing it except you. So don't worry about what other people might think of it while you're writing it.
Number 5 from Margaret is about don't be afraid to throw things out, right? When you're writing, nobody's seeing it except for you. So don't worry about what other people might think of it while you're writing it. You have complete freedom while you're writing. But that first draft is just the very beginning. Great writing often emerges during revisions, during the editing. Be willing to let go of ideas or sections that just aren't working. Remember, writing is a process, and it's totally okay to make changes or even start over to better serve the story and have a much better version of it for your readers. Beyond these 5 top tips, Margaret has also shared some other valuable wisdom in a recent interview, and here are a couple of those points. So she spoke about generating ideas and how ideas can come very quickly, but developing them takes time. So writing is like 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration is how she put it. Basically what she's saying there is, you know, you're going to have those ideas, those flashes of brilliance, but the 90% of the work, the bulk of the work, comes in all the editing and revising and going back over it. It's not from those initial ideas. She also spoke about emotionally charged scenes and how these scenes are crucial because they engage the reader. They allow them to empathize with characters, and when we see these scenes, we also ponder how would we react in those similar situations. Margaret also says that writing is inherently an optimistic act, right? She says that, you know, we're writing down, we spend all these hours creating this book for that future reader. So you have to keep that optimism in mind while you are writing your book, because it is a long process. So there you have it. Those are Margaret Atwood's top 5 writing tips, and I'm going to give them a quick recap, right? So number 1 was keep your notebook handy, right? Capture those ideas before they vanish. Read a lot, but crucially, read critically. Learn from the masters and really analyze their work. Also, take care of your physical health, right? That's going to help you stay creative. Overcome your writer's block by changing your state, going for a walk, taking a rest, right? Refresh your creativity and embrace that freedom to revise and discard things you've written. So don't fear the delete key. That's really where a lot of the magic happens. And Margaret's insights remind us that writing is a journey filled with discovery, hard work, but immense satisfaction. So grab that notebook, pick up a new book to read, and give yourself the freedom to really create and then recreate. And if you're hungry for more writing tips, then check out this video on screen now, where I share Ernest Hemingway's greatest writing exercise.